if you're
Yeah,
starting this process and you've gotten here
definitely.
and you have not made listings, just go through and make listings.
Yes.
They're not going to be good. You're going to make 10 and feel like you're rocking it. Then something's going to happen and you're going to feel like you don't know anything. It's just the part of learning and doing. But taking action, getting those first 100 listings up,
Yeah,
I think is the
definitely.
most important part of this process. Creating your first 100 listings seems to be that magic
Doing the 100
listing
listing
product.
challenge, which was for the shirts, but I kind of took it on for KDP just to challenge myself. And that was so good to like, just to do it and practice it. Cause I want every book I did was like, I want that one to be the seller. So then I did one, I set myself a time, like, okay, I'm going to do 3 in an hour. And I did it. I like forced myself to do 3 covers and 3 insides and 3, the titles and the subtitles and everything and the description in an hour. And I did it, forced myself to do it. And actually, one of those books is like a big seller. Not that I have a ton of sales, but it's one of the more sellable ones that's getting more hits or
I think
something.
that I hope this is very powerful for people getting started. The fact that you went into this very, I don't know about scared, but just
Yeah, I
nervous of
would
the
say
process,
scared.
and then to where you're at now, where you have confidence, like you
Yeah.
built confidence in this process. When I'm helping people, I guess I'm just assuming like you have confidence going into this because I've been an entrepreneur for so long that like anything I do, I just bring in confidence to it. It's just like I'll figure this out. But maybe explaining things to people in a way that it's like the like you said, the first one that you wanted was that's the one that's going to sell. Like you're betting the house on this.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm just like, I know if I take enough action, one of these is going to hit, and then I can learn from this success.
Yeah, I didn't
I'm just like
understand that
peppering
at
out
first. You said it, but it didn't,
click.
yeah. I still wanted everyone to love every book that I made on there.
That's a big discussion that me and Dana had too, because he is an artist. Like when he made the shirt, he would put a lot of time, like spend all day on crafting the shirt and then putting up a listing, and then it wouldn't sell. I don't know if it really bothered him, but he just didn't want to be perceived as like not an artist. And I was like, brother, like you have to test the market. Like you have to speed this up. You can't do one listing per day because then you'd have
Not much.
300 shirts max because you're going to take days
Yeah.
off. Like you're only going to have 300 shirts up in a year. That's not enough data points to know what works. So I was like, we got to get like more than that in a day to
Well,
be able to
because one
figure
of
out
the
what's going
book
on.
covers I took a long time to like, I wanted it to be really nice, and I took a lot of different designs into it and different uh, aspects or whatever to use
Elements.
elements
That
from
wasn't the
the.
one that I said is not going to sell, was it? The one that was in the
No.
wrong place. Oh, I
Oh,
was going to feel bad now that you're building it
no,
up.
no,
And I was
no.
like, that one's horrible. It's never going to work.
No, that didn't sell anyway. But I felt really good, proud about that one. And then that one has not sold. So I'm like, oh well. And the one that was like a 2-minute thing, whatever, that one's selling. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we are trying to understand the customer, discover the customer. In the beginning, it must seem just like magic, but after I've been doing this for years now, like I kind of have a good understanding by just looking at the results page of what's going to work here. And I guess that was what I was really trying to give you, but I understood in the beginning, like it's too much information.
Right.
What's really going to help you instead of trying to like understand the market and do the research is just doing, taking
That was
action.
very good to just do a lot of them.
So
Was
you,
hit because you run into problems and then you get the letter from KDP. It says, "Oh, this didn't fit or whatever." I'm like, "What? Like, what's going on?" So then I was like, I wanted to ask you, but you were busy. So I was like, all right, I guess I have to figure this out by myself. So, and that was really good. Like, cause I figured out how to fix the problem. And then later on when I had that problem, I was like, oh, I could just whatever. I knew how to fix that right away. Like I could actually figure out the problem before it even got published because I knew to look in the right place or whatever, at the guidelines and stuff, which I didn't before. So I was like, oh, I know how to get this on there and da da da. It was so much easier after I already had that problem to figure it out.
yeah, I guess I wanted to teach you, but learning on your own, I think, had more of a deeper impact.
Yeah,
Like I might
because
have guided you through this, but I think as you learn those lessons, then it like locks them in. Because you said something to me like when you were rewatching some of the videos, is like, oh, I forgot we even talked
yeah,
about this. There was so much information that you gave me that I wasn't able to even take any of that in. And I was like, I think it's the same thing for us. I just understand, like, when I'm going through a new process, I'm going to try to take in as much information as I can, but understand that I'm losing a lot of understanding from just the process. Like like you said, when you're going through and clicking on something, it's even when we were going through and I was showing it, here's the title, here's the subtitle. It was like I was explaining those things, but I think I should have just said, put something in here and move on, because understanding will come over time, like what you should be putting in there. Because you kept on
Mm-hmm.
asking me, like, how do I title the book? How should I title the subtitle? I want to do all the keyword, not stuffing, but I want to make sure these are most impactful keywords. And I was like, the title and the subtitle are important, but not as important that you're making them to prevent you from doing the process.
Right.
So just taking action, I think, is the, we've said it before, but like, here's enough information to give you what you need, but it wasn't clicking because I think you weren't taking enough action. So taking action, making the listings. If you're starting
Yes,
this process and you've gotten here
definitely.
and you have not made listings, just go through and make listings.
Yes,
They're not going to be good.
definitely.
You're going to have all kinds of emotional, entrepreneurial roller coaster way of like creating listings. You're gonna make 10 and feel like you're rocking it, then enough, something's gonna happen and you're gonna feel like you don't know anything. It's just the part of learning and doing. But taking action, getting those first 100 listings up,
Yeah,
I think is the
definitely.
most important part of this process.
Yeah, because you don't even know like the questions that you need to know. You don't even know what's going on.